Kinunners and Blaze, and welcome to episode 109 of the Tri-Point podcast with Kinunners and myself.
Indeed.
Number 109.
109.
109. We've got a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about today. Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot to talk to today.
I haven't recorded in almost a week.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit. Anyway, anything?
I don't think so.
Nothing? Good. Good, because I got too much. Well, let's talk about little thingies first. Sony, everyone's favorite. Sony. Apparently, it appears they're breaking away from releasing games on PC now. All of a sudden.
I see.
I'm assuming it's because of all the Xbox stuff happening with PC, or something to do with the PS6. Who knows?
Could be anything.
Oh, but it appears they're breaking away from PC in general. And speaking of the PS6, the portable version of it will apparently outrun the Series S.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow. Is anyone surprised though?
No, not really, to be honest. I'm pretty sure the Switch 2 can outrun the Series S.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Is there anything else for Sony before I move on now I think about it? I don't think there is. Maybe there is. I don't know.
So.
Did you hear about the Borderlands mobile game that randomly released the other day?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, apparently.
What?
Apparently there's a whole new Borderlands game on mobile.
What happened? What? Okay.
That released the other day.
Sure.
I haven't looked into it because Borderlands doesn't interest me in the slightest. However, you know.
Yep.
You know, it's fine. Let's talk about... Oh, apparently there's a Mario Galaxy Switch 2 bundle coming soon.
Is there?
Apparently. To do with
Only
Mario,
soon though?
Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
You'd think they would have come out with the Mario Galaxy stuff.
When the games came out?
Yeah.
Yeah. They do that. I've noticed.
Yeah, that's true.
They do things like that. And there's some NES games out on NES Classics that released recently.
That's good.
Pac-Man is one of them.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, Pac-Man. Then there's Mendel Palace.
I don't know what that is.
Neither. And then there's oh, load. Please load. The Tower of Druaga.
I see. I
Yeah,
don't know what that is
they all
either.
came out. Yeah, I don't know either. But yeah, they came out on the NES Classic recently.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Pokemon Champions.
Yep,
I mean, it released the other day, as we know,
it did.
to a very poor reception,
Yeah.
which I'm not surprised about. I mean, there's not much else to say about it. People are upset with certain things and stuff. It really only works for certain people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much else to it. There has been some retail images for Tomodachi Life leak online.
Yeah.
In stores and stuff.
Yeah, makes
Already.
sense.
I mean, considering it comes out on Thursday, that doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me too much. There was a new trailer as well.
Yes.
the part-time job trailer.
The jobs one? Yep.
Yeah. That goes back into our favourite lot from the Nintendo Direct.
Exactly. It
Favorite group
continues
from-
the story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it talks about how you can do all sorts of jobs, or get the Miis to do a whole bunch of jobs and all that sort of thing, and hilariousness it happens because it's Tomodachi Life.
Ensues.
Sorry?
Hilariousness ensues.
Hilarity ensues.
Yeah, that's the way.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. There's not much to it. It's simply saying, oh, look, his part-time jobs and friendships and stuff.
And living together.
Yeah, and living together. Let's talk about looking at all my small things. Oh yeah, Mario Galaxy movie this time around. It's the biggest debut of the year. Not surprising.
I mean, has anything else come out this year?
Like Project Hail Mary is a big one, I believe.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that.
Yeah. However, yeah, the Mario Galaxy movie debuted at $372.5 million.
Oh my goodness.
Good for that's a lot of money.
It is.
Yeah. I'm glad it's doing well. I guess I don't know.
I think it's doing well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's doing well. I'd be kind of worried if it wasn't. Yeah. Let's look down my list of things. Is there anything else for Nintendo to talk about? Oh, other than 007 First Light got delayed for Switch 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I guess the last thing for Nintendo is there's a new It's a Me and Mario short out.
There is.
There is, and there's you can't get the coins out of the coin block, and I actually kind of want that to happen in the games.
You just have some faulty coin blocks.
Yeah, exactly. They don't work. They'd be
How
funny.
would that even work?
Instead of going like the dark brown color they go when they run out, simply like jam, and like you have to
Just
keep hitting
jam,
them,
yeah.
otherwise it doesn't come out.
The question mark disappears. It's just a yellow block after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Obviously they found Toad after the last episode of this little thing.
Yeah.
Because, he's existed again.
Goes back.
Yeah. However, yeah, Mario goes up and hits it from the top, and then ground pounds it, and eventually all the coins come out and bury Toad, and for some reason Mario seems upset, and I don't know how the coins don't get absorbed immediately. Isn't that how it's meant to work?
Apparently not like this. They just have them in their pockets now.
Yeah, I don't know. The first one that he hit out got absorbed.
Yeah.
However, yeah, I don't know what the go is with the rest of them. And then Toad's squished by coins. The end.
He's down there somewhere.
He's under the money. Under the
We'll
money.
find him
money.
again one day.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Halo, because a lot of things have been happening with Halo. Again.
Halo.
Halo. There has been someone who left Halo Studios at the end of last year, I believe, and he was talking
Okay.
about how they've been doing unlawful acts at Halo Studios.
I see.
Yeah, that's the allegations.
That doesn't mean much.
I don't know what it means. All I know is that's not generally a good thing, is it?
No, it just depends on what kind.
There is a thing about it, I think. I don't know. It's unlawful acts. I know. Yeah, it's I mean, it's not good to hear.
No.
It's never good to hear from anything like that. It's frustrating that this sort of thing keeps happening with them.
Honestly.
I don't understand, like, how I don't understand why they didn't simply shut the studio down and give it to a new studio at this point. Like, it's not.
I don't know. I'm not even sure how it's still going.
Yeah, it's not working, obviously. Like, oh god. Anyway, yeah, that's been happening. The release dates have been leaked.
Yep.
By math equations. They were posted.
Because of
Someone posted
course.
math equations online for people to figure out the release dates. Apparently, the early access will be July 23rd,
Yep.
and the official release will be July 28th.
Yeah.
Again, no idea why they did it using math questions.
It's a little bit strange.
Yeah, to be honest, it is a little bit strange. I'm not 100%. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't either.
Yeah, no, that's sort of happened. Is there anything else for the sake of Halo? I think that's it for right this moment. Other than, I mean, well, when it comes to Xbox, the achievements have been updated. You've seen it.
They have.
We saw it together. They look nice.
I like them. It
Yeah.
gives them a little bit extra.
Yeah, it does. It gives them a little bit more to go off. Let's look down my list again. My list has got lots of small words on it this time. Oh, Rhythm Heaven has been dated
Yeah.
for July 2nd.
Everything's coming out in July.
Everything is coming out in July, except for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
Yeah.
Imagine they like turn around and like, no, we're coming out in July as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be kind of concerning.
Not
to be
great.
honest.
It wouldn't work well for anybody.
Yeah, let's keep looking. Talked about that. Okay, let's talk about Endfield, because they got a new version. It's getting a new version already. The last one didn't come out that long ago. Version 1.2.
The game didn't come out that long ago.
No. No, exactly. Version 1.2 at the Wake of Spring, it's called.
Yeah.
There's this update. It's adding a new operator by the name of Zhuang Feng Yai? Yai? Yi?
I wouldn't know how to say
Zhuang
it.
Feng Yi? I don't know. She's an
Unless
electricity
it's like
user.
Zhang Feng He or something.
Yeah, she's an
I'm not
electricity
sure.
user. There's whole new plot stories based around her as well.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, and then like
Your
the new
average
update.
gacha game works.
Sorry?
Said your average gacha game works.
I mean, like, that's a lot of content, though.
It is, but it's like new character with a new little story section.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty standard.
Except for when you're playing a console game, and then they're like, oh, we don't have time to make this sort of thing, and then mobile games can do whatever they seem to want to.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, the update brings some more armor pieces as well. A whole new area to explore, which looks like an area out of Scarlet Nexus.
It does.
There's like this new like pieces for the what are they called? The parts for the things. what are they called? The tower defense stuff.
Oh, there's new nodes and things.
Yeah, whatever they are. There's wavy arm men,
There is.
which you seem quite happy about. There's a cardiac remedy.
How could you not be excited about wavy arm men?
Yeah. Anyway, there's new gear pieces.
Yeah.
New gear pieces, additional updates, which is good. Some other area unlocks things.
Yeah,
An
I
event.
don't know.
There's an event. There's a whole bunch of other things. Like there's loads of new things being added. Yeah, there's like a space event too. That's right. Which is a whole thing. Yeah, and
Which, like, how did they get into space?
Oh, I mean, their ship.
When
is
did
in
they
space.
get into space? Yeah, but like, in this instance.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know. I haven't seen the start of it. Do you start in space?
I don't know.
I don't know. However, it's coming out on the 17th of this month. Literally Friday. I don't know how they're doing that quick.
It is fast.
That is such a quick turnaround, and yeah.
I just hope they don't lose, like, too many new characters too quickly, you know? Like, I hope they're not putting them out so quickly to the point where they won't have much left later on.
Yeah, exactly. I hope not as well. Fingers crossed they... I don't know. I kind of want them to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looks good, though. Otherwise, it's a core chapter of the story, stuff like that. Yeah. Let's talk about some sales. Because I like sales. I always like sales. These sales show something very specific for the PS5. Because recently it had a price increase.
Yeah, it did.
However, let's talk about the games first. During the last week, there was Pokemon Pokopia on top.
Yep.
Not a surprise. It sells a lot. Mario Kart World second because it's Mario Kart World apparently. That's the new Mario Kart 8. Minecraft for Switch because that always sells for some reason. It went up 25% in Japan for some reason.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. I mean, that's only new, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although they are sort of linking them all together in one. Like Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection, Pegasus, Leo, Dragon, Zerka Cross Ninja, Zerka Cross Saurian, Black Ace, Red Joker.
A lot going on.
Yeah, a lot of that's there. Animal Crossing's at 5. It went up 17%.
There you go.
because for some reason. Monster Hunter Stories 3 is there at 6.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that is good. Mario Bros. Wonder, Switch 2 edition.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. At number 8 is Fire Red and Leaf Green,
I see.
which is upsetting. I believe it's... I'm not 100% sure how they're counting this, because I'm pretty sure this is... yeah, I don't know. It says download card.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that. Crimson Desert is at 9.
Okay.
And then Animal Crossing New Horizons is at 10, the Switch 2 edition.
Alright then.
Therefore... Yeah, I mean...
Maybe
Pokemon
we'll
is at
see
the
a
top, which
difference
is...
when Tomodachi Life comes out.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm kind of worried it won't crack the top 10. Not gonna lie.
It probably won't. But,
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
You know, on the console side though, the Switch went up from 59,000, I think it is. I think we worked that out, to 65,000
Yeah.
last week. The Switch 1 went from 16 to 18,000 because it's continuing to sell.
Yep.
Oh no, sorry, it went down. No, I'm reading it the wrong way around. The Switch 2 went down from 65 to 59. The Switch 1 went from 18 to 16. The PS5 went from 19,000 to 13,000. Down. And the Xbox Series went up from 440 to 932.
Oh my goodness.
It's starting to do something. I have a feeling it's because of the PS5 price increase.
I think so.
Because if we look at the individual stats, with the 3 different PS5s I've got, the Japanese digital edition, I believe, is a special one that's sold at a cheaper price.
Yeah.
It's like region locked and stuff. And if you look at the stats, you've got the PS5 Pro. Last week sold 4,662. This week sold 840. The PS5 last week sold 2,801. This time it sold 558. And the PS5 digital edition, the special one, last week sold 11,000. This week sold 12,000.
Wow.
Therefore, yeah. Then obviously the Series X digital edition, this digital edition of Series X actually went down from 353 to 278. However, the base Series X went up from 26 last week to 525.
Oh, wow.
And
well, there you go.
Yeah, the Series S went up from 61 to 129. Which I think is hilarious. And then the Switches sort of stayed around where they were.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It's, yeah. I don't know. If we compare, like, the Switch to last year at this time, though, because this week it did 16,000, like the base Switch.
Yeah.
Last year at this time it did 35,000.
Oh my goodness.
You can see the drop over the year. However, like, it's continuing to sell.
I mean, makes sense though.
Yeah. And the Switch 2 has crossed 5 million as well in Japan.
Oh, that's good.
Which is I don't know how it's doing that.
Either, but
It simply keeps going. Yeah, no, good to see, and not good to see, I guess, for the sake of PlayStation.
yeah.
In this sense. Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. Sorry.
It'll be interesting to see where it goes.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to talk about. I forgot to write down. There's a new Castlevania game coming out. We've seen a trailer for it before. There's a new trailer for it, and it looks good.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about it. I'm not a big Castlevania fan, however. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it looks good. Level 5 had their
Level 5.
had their showcase during the week.
Yeah.
And they start off with a very interesting game. What do they call them? Fluffles or something?
Flufflings?
Whatever they are. I don't know. There's a new mobile game. It's essentially 2048 with little guys.
Yep.
As far as I can tell. Yeah, I mean, and they're like enslaved. There's like a witch.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, there's like a witch. There's like a rhino boss that's like really mean to them or something.
Yeah.
I don't. Sorry,
It's
this
got
was a little bit out of my
abilities,
one. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no. I mean, I guess if they wanted to make a different take on 2048 with a full story and everything else under the sun,
Little guys.
yeah. And you can like you get to like see there's like a book or something that like shows all the pufflings and all their stats and what they
Yeah,
were
it
and
shows
everything
what
like
they
that.
are.
Sorry.
It shows what they are.
Yeah, it shows they are. It's like a uni bear, which is the main character apparently. Things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. I'll say that much. Then we move on to a surprising mobile game for Yokai Watch. Kind of. I think. I'm yet to 100%. I don't 100% understand what this is.
No, neither do I.
Well, I know there's like Yokai Watch stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yokai Watch 2 is a great detective something. I mean, it's different. I'll give it that. It's like an old style. They really like this like old like Steam style at the moment. Level 5.
Yeah, they're really going for it.
Yeah, have like yeah, it's a mobile Yokai Watch. It seems to have like variations of some of the characters from the older games in the show and everything. Or it's a little bit different. The art style's a little bit different. It's yeah. I mean, you solve detective cases and stuff like that. I mean, it's. I'm assuming it's going to be essentially like a Yokai Watch version of Professor Layton, in a sense.
I'm assuming.
Which is funny, considering they make both. Then they go over the Fantasy Life I mobile game. Or the Fantasy Life I is coming to mobile. I'm pretty sure Fantasy Life I had such a big following when it came out like last year or whatever.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm glad for anyone who
Good
wants to
for
play
it,
it on
I guess,
mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I yeah. Good for it. Anyway, then they talk about. Do they talk about a Switch 2 edition or something? I can't remember. No, they talk about this Snack World thing. And
Which is another Fantasy Life.
Sorry?
It's another Fantasy Life game.
Is there?
No, that's what it is.
Oh, it is another yeah. It looks interesting.
It's a remake.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of giving me like Link's Awakening vibes, the remake of that. How like
a little bit.
I'm not the biggest fan of the animations personally. I don't know if that's how they were in the original or what.
No, but I wouldn't know. So.
And I feel like there's way too much bloom.
Yeah.
Everything's really bright and contrast. It's actually kind of hard to watch. Not gonna lie. It does say it's in development though. They're very clear that it's in development. Therefore, I guess it'll change over time. Yeah, Snack World Reloaded. I don't know anything about the original.
Neither do I. So.
And it's coming to Switch 2, PS5, and Steam specifically.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I'll give it that. Then they go into what they talked about for half of the showcase. Soccer.
Yeah.
Is it Inamusa? How do you say it?
I think so.
Inazuma?
Inazuma.
Yeah. Inazuma. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is a remake to the first one that they show off.
I don't know.
I think it's meant to be like a remake of the original Inazuma. I think. Okay. Judging by what it says in the video. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about it. However, like, yeah. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl remakes.
Oh yeah.
Where they like chibi-fied everything and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. If it is a remake. Deca Police gets they say the Deca Police is in
It gets
development.
mentioned.
That's about it. It's been in development forever.
It has.
It was meant to come out the year it was announced originally. They do show off some lights and some images, and say just stay tuned for more. Which, I mean, yeah.
I mean, it exists, I guess.
Yeah, it continues existing in the background somewhere forever and ever and ever. Then they go into the next Yokai Watch game. I think, kind of,
Yeah.
or a spin-off. This is a little bit
Something
confusing.
like that.
Sorry.
We still don't know yet.
Yeah, no. If it's like a spin-off or the next one or something. Once again, a lot of bloom.
Yeah.
That like they seem to like this little mini diorama sort of style at the moment. However, I don't know if like there's a lot of bloom, a lot of blur.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about it is making me feel a little bit interested. It's strange. Like doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
I can't say it doesn't look good. However, it's simply something about it doesn't seem to feel right.
Yeah, there's like something in it that's just slightly odd.
It kind of reminds me of like not to go like take it out on anyone's work or anything. However, it kind of reminds me of some fan games.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
That's what it sort of reminds me of. However, yeah, no, it is a new Yokai Watch style game or
We
something
think.
at least.
Yeah.
You use a camera instead of a watch though, Yokai camera.
Apparently.
It's called Holy Horror Mansion.
Yeah. Holy Horror Mansion.
Yeah, I
Something
don't
like
understand.
that.
However, I'm sure it means something. I don't know. It looks fine enough. I guess like there's not much on it what they show. It was more showing that you can take pictures of things and you might find a yokai in one of the things.
Yeah.
Maybe. There's a lot of people wandering around. It looks like you can probably chat to a whole bunch of people. It doesn't actually show them chatting to anyone at all.
Yeah.
The town's fairly large and like as I said, the diorama thing does look nice. However, it's I don't know.
Maybe it's simply just how it's like the quality of it.
Don't know. No
Like, if
idea.
you actually
it
see
says
it
it's
in
ways off,
person.
therefore I'm assuming it'll change
Yeah,
before.
that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be curious to see how this turns out, I think. This is probably what I'll take away from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, then he goes into what's next? More Inazuma.
Yep, more soccer.
This time a mobile one, right? Is that the next one that's shown?
Yeah.
On like a cruise ship?
On a cruise ship, there's some new person.
Yeah, that's right. There's like
The
this
whole
whole thing
thing.
about how like it's a new person who's leading this team. Like you play as whatever his name is and stuff like that, and you have to like lead the team as a coach as opposed to being like in the actual team yourself.
Yeah.
And then like the stadium's on top of like a cruise ship and everything, and I don't know. It's
And that's how it works.
11 Cross. What are the names of these things?
I don't know. I don't understand it.
Yeah, they go
I'm
into the
assuming it's
design
an
for this new
in-game thing.
character. I can't remember what his name is. The new character.
I think it says it there somewhere.
Yo, his name is
Ah.
Chiyosawa. Yeah, he acts as a manager instead of being on the team as well, like the other guy. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know.
Yeah. Apparently pre-reg is open for it. That's fine. Then they show off more.
Yep.
I think Inazuma. This one's like another mobile game. I think was it? Oh no, they were doing a Switch 2 edition.
No,
That's right.
this is the Switch 2 edition.
They're doing a Switch 2 edition. No. I think people like the series. I noticed there's a guy in the back who has a baseball bat.
Yeah.
If I don't know how that ties into soccer at all, you know.
I have no idea.
Yeah. However, apparently the Switch 2 edition will include all the DLC. It looks like it's not going to be a game key card, which is always nice. And it's slated for release on the 11th of June, which is fairly close.
It is.
Almost a couple of months, basically.
Pretty much.
And it has cross save as well, which is always good.
Yeah.
Regardless, again, I have nothing to do with the series, however, you know.
Yeah.
It's fine. And then to close off the presentation, they show off Professor Layton, which is
They do.
what everybody's waiting for ages. They do like a little flashback to the end of the last game where Luke leaves, and then like Luke has to call Professor Layton back to help him because there's this like whole issue in this new world of Steam area that he's found himself in.
Yeah.
Basically, there's like a phantom that looks really like he's ripped straight out of Persona. I mean,
It does look like that. It looks like Morgana's Persona.
yeah, there's like these two royal sisters, and one of them has been kidnapped,
Yeah.
which is interesting. They seem to be the inventors for a lot of the things as well. I mean, like, it looks really nice. Like, I really like the steampunk style in general. The way it sort of looks is really, really nice. Yeah, it goes through some of the characters and stuff. It looks like it's going to be very character heavy. With lots of voice acting, because they talk about the voice acting a lot.
They do.
Yeah, no, there's like this special inventor guy who helps by inventing. You know, drawing up sketches at the very least. There's a bird?
Yeah. A bird.
I think his name's Falcon.
Yeah, because he's not a vulture.
Yeah. Therefore that's interesting,
Apparently.
I guess. I don't know. They show off there's like all these different villains. Why are these like... There's like these super villains. Like superhero super villains in this game.
What's going on?
These two guys, like Luke and like Professor Layton are like two guys, right? Like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. However, yeah, it shows off some of the puzzles as well. It all looks very Layton-esque,
It does.
which is good. Looking at the some of the videos for some of those puzzles, it has the mouse on the screen, and it looks like they were using mouse mode.
Potentially.
Which, I mean, that makes sense. That's a good idea. Why would you not use mouse mode if you can use it in that sort of game? Yeah, and there's like everyone's like crying in this trailer, which you pointed out.
I don't know why.
Everyone's like upset for some reason.
Really strange.
Yeah. There's all these mechanized everything. Then they go through, yeah, as I said, they go through the voice actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they
There
talk
are
about how
people in the comments that are saying that there might potentially be AI present in Layton's one.
What do you mean?
I don't know how true that is or not.
AI present in what?
In Layton.
How do you mean?
I don't know. There's just people arguing about it in the comments.
How do they mean?
So, I don't know.
I mean,
They're
I
not
haven't
really saying.
personally seen anything that's sort of made me think, oh,
I
there's
don't know
AI
the
there.
vibe, but it seems to be pretty present in the comments where people are just going back and forth as to whether or not that is the case. So
Well, I guess it depends if it's used for puzzles, maybe.
maybe I don't know. I don't know how it is.
That's a bit strange. They talk about this. The theme song is composed by a specific person and lyrics done by a person. Lilas.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's important. I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Then it's coming to Switch 2, Switch, PS5, and Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have like this whole overview at the end. It's got like new features, a coin radar mode, a wild map, updated movement, puzzles that help the town grow, new companion characters, cutscenes in full 3D, and mouse support excluding the Switch, not the PS5 though.
Yeah.
Sure. There's puzzles that meet invention, they solve puzzles to progress the story, interactive puzzle solving, a town fueled by invention, set in America. The town hides a great
Apparently.
mystery, Layton and Luke reunite, and a host of unique characters. I like how they listed everything out here. It's like a design document that we get to read.
Yeah.
The puzzles are designed by Quiznok. Is that an AI?
I don't know.
Or is that a person?
That's what I
the
mean.
most
Like, I don't
puzzles
know
in-
what people are talking about with it. They're just kind of
Yeah.
arguing about it in the comments.
Apparently, there's the most puzzles in series history. Puzzle hints, hint coins, touch controls, memo for puzzle solving. Yeah. Then they talk about the voice actors again. Lots of voice actors. The theme song. Supported platforms and the languages. Lots of languages. Japanese, English, Chinese, simplified Chinese, French, Italian, German, Spanish, and Korean. Yeah. And then there's like this whole after show where they where they have the voice
They
actors.
have the voice cast.
Yeah, have like interviews and they talk more about the characters and stuff like that. Very, very character focused.
Yeah.
Extremely character focused. I suppose, like, what else do you do that's a puzzle game? Not really a...
Yeah.
There's not as much depth with the gameplay, realistically. As opposed to something like a platformer or a FPS or something. Have, like, yeah. I don't know. I think it looks fine. I mean, if it does use a lot of AI, then that is kind of a worry. However, I haven't seen anything that...
I don't really know.
Yeah,
There's just
I
people arguing.
haven't seen anything that sticks out to me to say it uses AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it, I think.
Yeah,
I think.
I think so.
I think the only other thing to talk about is I'm pretty sure Minecraft, they've already, the two, like, betas that they've put out already, both have already shown off everything that was in the Minecraft Live.
Okay.
Which means there will probably be more stuff coming.
Potentially.
Maybe. And I don't know if you heard about this, have they changed like the texture of like the two blocks, what are they called, the new ones? Sulfur and
The other one, yeah.
the other one, yeah. They changed the textures for it to make it a little bit more dull to fit Minecraft's style, and people are either upset or happy, and were upset and now happy. It's a whole
think it
thing.
really matters that much.
I think they simply wanted really high contrast blocks to like use in their builds and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and for behind the scenes stuff, they added like dimension, being able to build dimensions for creators and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Which will be interesting to see if where that goes for the sake of like store stuff, or if it shows up in the game at some point somehow. I mean, like,
Yeah.
with Dungeons 2 coming out and doing stuff with the the Deep Dark portal, I'm assuming they're going to be setting up for something.
I imagine so.
I would imagine.
I would hope so.
Well, hopefully they'll do something with it soon, because like it's been sitting there for ages now.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people, there's been a whole lot of things online where they've somehow used the selfie cubes to make trams. In this, like, this trams from the sky, like they somehow put them in between like rails and let them like slide through and like hook up with like, yeah, like hook up with like a lead in a boat and stuff, and you can simply slide through the air.
That's funny.
Because of course the selfie cube can do everything.
Yeah.
Anything. Yet apparently they do not take end rods.
Oh.
For some reason, that's funny. Pistons they don't take, which, I mean, imagine it stretching out when you use a piston.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of funny, to be fair. And like the sulfur lakes that are on top of the surface, apparently they're considered structures.
Oh.
Therefore, I don't know how that works. However, apparently it does. That's what I know. Yeah, and I think there's like 8 different types you can find, or something like that.
Huh.
Sulfur springs, that's what they call it, I think. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. How did our Polyoliolf go for last week?
There was one person who's saying that the skin for Halo, the Fanta skin,
yeah,
they said it was alright.
It's alright.
It's alright.
I'm glad they like it, because I don't.
I haven't really seen anyone else that does.
Yeah, exactly. I can't believe they used math to show the release dates.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what the I'll see if I can find what the math equations are, because it's hilarious. I don't know why they used it. They're like, yeah, let's use math equations. Let's have a quick look. See here, not there. I believe it was like I think it even uses things like sine and cos and tan and stuff.
Of course.
I don't know why.
Gotta have some trigonometry in there.
Yeah. And on that one, I'm like scanning through all my news stuff that I've had. With, I think it might be the same video. Oh, apparently Forza Horizon 6's reviews have gone live. However, I haven't seen any either. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fun fact.
The more you know.
Yeah, the early access one was in brackets 18 times 7 times in brackets MMXX plus VI, and then mod 31 plus 1.
Right.
And somehow I don't know what mod is. And I like switched between using normal numbers and Roman numerals. And yeah, and then the original, the official release is 8 times 7 times in brackets MMXX plus VI, mod 31 plus 1. Therefore, yeah, it's...
Yeah.
Whatever that means. Yeah, it uses some interesting things. Anyway, the poll for this week will be something, I'm sure.
It'll be something.
It'll be something. Maybe, I don't know, Professor Layton related.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't even know anymore. Yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. It's like 3 minutes early of ending the podcast, however. I don't have anything else to say. Therefore, it's basically 45 minutes. Therefore, yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of the podcast. We will be back next week. Cheers.
Goodbye.